Yeah, get your popcorn or something. I actually don't know what's about to happen. Are we about to get one of them sections for me? Alright, the audio, bro. I don't know what's going on, but the audio is good. You know, normally I gotta redo this like 30 times or something for the audio to be cool, but it's fine. It's the FPG3 here, and I've arrived back at the Ace Attorney trilogy. I don't know what's about to go down. I don't know if we're about to get a little explorer thing with Mia. I don't know how this episode actually is gonna play out. It's different. It's real different. Here we go. Look at this JoJo's character right here. February 16, 1:14 p.m. District Court Defendant Lobby number 4. I couldn't even read, yo. What was I about? I just forgot what I was about to say, dog. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Why does he look at his eyes, yo? Like, why is his eyes so dark? Why they couldn't get this man no other clothes? They just got this man shackled up. They could have gave him some other clothes. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Okay, speaking of the words, alright, okay. Hey, we're almost there. Once I prove that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more big obstacle we got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman? Anyway, yeah, we know that's not Melissa Foster, bro. We know who she really is. We know she's an imposter. Maybe what if Melissa Foster was actually a real person and she killed her and now she's still she going by her name right now? Crazy work. Motive, huh? Anyway, we're still badly in need of information. Information, right? What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. Look at her face, yo. Don't that just look like somebody who just lie? That's real good at lying. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lied. There you go. Going back to what he be spamming. The only words he know. And he chewing on a ball while he doing it too. Mr. Flawless, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Oh, hold on. Bro, Buddy done got serious. Don't tell me you've been playing the character this whole time. He been acting? Why you gotta act and chew on the ball though? Like, you don't have to, you know. Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it every day. This picture, it reminds me everything. Bridge looked the same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years. Ha, sorry buddy, but you sound like one that could fall apart at any moment. It's true, I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne. Whoa! Bro. Nah, bro, it's something about this girl I don't know about, bro. The last time we seen her, she was in a relationship with Phoenix. This time we see her again. Well, they not together now, but 5 years ago he was with her. Why every time she with somebody, they end up getting in trouble with the law, yo? What? Yo, this girl, bro. People need to stay away from her, bro. Your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne. Valerie's little sister. Her sister? Alright, so I did kinda have suspicions that they were like sisters or something. Some type of family member. That's crazy. Dang, so was like, and she's deceased. That's what they telling us. But we know she's not dead, right? Because a year later, this is her. This is literally her. So how could she? What? Did she fake her own death or something? Because we clearly see, because this incident with Phoenix happened a year after this. She's clearly still alive. It would, it makes sense though, because in the episode, the first episode of this game, Mia wouldn't know that what Dahlia Hawthorne looks like because she never really got to see what she looked like. I'm trying to remember the first episode. Did Mia even remember her name? Probably not, right? Like clearly it'd be suspicious if somebody, dang, like thinking about, like, it's like Mia, when you look at the first episode, it's like Mia didn't like say anything at all, because this would be the second time the girl would have been in the. I'm trying to remember the first episode. I can't remember their specific interactions. I'm not gonna lie. It's been a while since we've been on that first episode. I don't. It's been a little bit. What? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. So that's him and Doubt. Shut up. Come closer and I'll kill her. I'm sorry, but you're not going to get their chance. The detective back then was Valerie Hawthorne. And at first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing a line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong. No protect sister. Valerie betrayed me. Betray us. Betray y'all? What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping too. A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. 5 years ago. Dog. Alright, time out, dog. We obviously know this is Dahlia Hawthorne. She's 19, bro. This man is 25. He'd be 25 years ago. Dog. What type of freaky timing was he on? I see why Valerie was trying to shoot you, you freak. Dog. Yo. Nah, that's insane. That's what's up with this game, bro? That's the second time. Y'all know y'all remember Regina. Y'all remember that episode? That was a wild episode, dog. I'd do anything she says, anything Dahlia says. Yeah, you one of those. You just cooked me. Anything Dahlia says. Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. I planned it. Valerie was in on it. Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get one jewel. That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnapping note. We sent to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him make exchange on Dusty Bridge. We tell him Valerie to make transfer because she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pockets is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the 2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman... I'm assuming, because that woman Valerie, she do it for real. Well, in the intro, the little preview thing, somebody got shot and fell. So I'm assuming that Dahlia was the one that got shot and fell. But dog, yo, like, I like, bro, she shoot at me for real. Me and Dahlia. Then Dahlia fell to her death, her supposed death. I was shot in the arm. Dahlia, she jumped in river. Oh, she didn't get shot. She just jumped in the river. Okay. Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blacked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. Couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry Fallis, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the roaring river 40 feet below. Wow. This is getting complicated, yo. These 5 years, all I wonder is, why? Why did she lie? That's all I want to know. So that's why you called her. You wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I tell her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why is he talking like that? Is he not like is English not his first language? Or is that just how he talks? Why? Why did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want to hear answers come from her mouth, that's all. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, zebra boy. Yeah, that's impossible now. She did. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Fallis, where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know? No, really, I don't know. It's gone with Dahlia. With Dahlia? That day on the bridge. Dahlia put it in backpack. Put it in the backpack? Now gone with Dahlia. Gone forever. Into Eagle River. I'm just curious though, how did she escape? It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. Not only did she survive falling in that, and you know, they was talking about how bad the current is. Like, how did she survive that? Bro, it's not like she's strong or anything. Like, how? Dog, she built different, yo. That shit's crazy. How did she survive that, yo? You come back in now. You come back in now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Fallis, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean a diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her. My sweet Dahlia. They never found her? Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. You a freak, but he ain't about to get past it. You really a freak boy. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just, bro. We already did the math, we knew this, but that was crazy, yo. That is crazy. Bro, she been doing this since a young age, bro. She been getting people arrested since a young age. Now that arrest, that's cool. That like, how? He said, bro, he was 20, she was 14, and he called her his girlfriend. What? What are we doing here, buddy? You don't need to get out of jail. You need to stay there, cause dog, bro, 14, bro. He older than her and her sister. Like, yo, she would have been 14. I guess you were robbing cradles before diamond. She plans a fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock worth 2 mil. Man, oh man, angels these days. Bro, Flawless takes the fall and gets a one-way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really it's time, kid? Nah, Dahlia Hawthorne is not an angel. From what we've seen of her, she is far from an angel. Dahlia Hawthorne is not a girl you want to meet at all in your lifetime. It looked like she used to it seemed like every man she meet gives her what she wants. Like, I just don't understand, dog. I don't understand. You bet. Alright, training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules, remember it. We gotta do some more questioning, huh? I just want to know, like, how long is this? February 16th, 1:49 p.m. District Court, courtroom number 4. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Flawless. Witness, are you feeling better? Here we go. Here she goes. She about to. Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. Like, yo, she really is a. Nah, bro. Instead of out here trying to get people arrested and killing people, cause she got bodies. And this, she killing people. She could have been an actor, yo, cause she top tier with this acting stuff. We know she not like that, yo. She really a crash out. She crazy. You're a brave young lady. Look at you. Look at me. Not this again. I can understand the defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the crime on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime, that's all. Yeah, innocent. Yeah, sure. What possible reason would a girl like this have for murdering a policewoman? Alright, so now that we got some more info, we got some more lore, right? Clearly this Dahlia Hawthorne, you know, this is the same person. So she was 14 when this happened. That means she was hiding. She was hiding for 5 years and somehow got into college. Like, where was she? How'd she get into college? But I don't know, man. It's weird. She clearly involved in what was going on, cause we already figured out that was her on the bridge 5 years ago. So that had to be her again, which it was clearly her again. God bless you. It was her again, pretending to be her sister, who she most likely killed for some reason. But why would she kill her though? Is the question here. What reason would she have to kill her? I don't know, man. It's crazy. It's a weird situation. It's a weird situation. It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. Her motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course, I think. Huh, you're still acting as tame as that? It's a kid. Mr. Armando, listen, a lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Smiling on the outside while your guts are twisted in knots is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning at me like that. Excuse me, may I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course, Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. Yo, what's up with these judges, bro? I just don't understand, man. I'd like, I'd like to say something. Some people are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. And then she gonna put on this fake smile, bro. This is crazy. I see you're such an honest and upstanding young lady. She's clearly not an honest young lady, because we caught her lying a couple times. But he forgetting all that. He forgetting all that. It looks like the witness is a real professional. Yeah, she is. She's a real professional actor. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. Just when things are darkest for her. Click, she lights right up. Very well then, let's hear what the witness has to say. Ballista Foster's history. I wonder what type of fake backstory she about to give now, because I was out the country until the year before last. Alright, now I feel like it's our job to figure out if this is an accurate story she's telling us, and like this really what she did. So when she fell off, she somehow survived and left the country until last year? Until I entered college, I have never ever even been to Eagle Mountain before. I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago, or kidnapping a poor girl, I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Oh, gee. I don't know, man. What would be our motive? Like, I don't understand. That's what we here for. I don't understand, but we gonna find out. Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing a murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow, I have to tie her to this case. That's the problem. How are we gonna do that? Alright, let's see what Armando has to add to this. I know he's gonna say something. I can't let her get away with these lies. Listen to me, she's neck deep in this whole thing. Somehow, you're just going to have to get her to show the court her true self. So, what country are you living in then? We were all living abroad, but after my parents were killed, it was a brutal civil war. She had to try to make her way back home alone. I lost everything. I didn't even have any personal identification. What kind of sob story is this? What do I do? Should I press her for details? Yeah, press her. We get penalized for it. Witness, answer my question. I'll even repeat it for you. What country were you in? Your Honor, this line of questioning is childish. What country she was in, and how many languages she may speak are irrelevant here. What we're here to evaluate is whether this witness has any connection to this case. I've lived abroad ever since I was a little girl. That's why I could never have known Mr. Flawless or Detective Hawthorne. Yes, I think we've established that point. Yes, indeed. Well then, shall we add what you just stated to the official testimony? Yes, please, Mr. Judge. You didn't know either person. Are you certain of that? Yes, I'm afraid I'm rather shy around people. Oh well, that can't be helped. Why is he just agreeing with everything that comes out of her mouth? First time you saw either of them was when they were on the bridge, correct? Yes, it really was a coincidence. So what made you decide to go to Eagle Mountain anyway? I just love being outdoors. Picnics, hiking, that sort of thing. You don't look like much of a hiker to me, but you do look like a digger of sorts. But Eagle Mountain is a 2-hour drive from here, and no trains run through there. There are plenty of mountains that are closer and easier to get to. Well, I went there once with the college hiking club. I fell in love from the start. The desolate beauty and its cold yet romantic gloominess. Didn't know you were such a goth. By the way, what's the name of your college? The prosecution objects to any questionings that involve the witness' private life. All that matters is that she's a material witness to a crime. The witness doesn't need to respond to questions that are clearly malicious in intent. Thank you. She's really gone too far. Miss Faye, you're treading on thin ice here. I hardly said anything. Talk about sensitive. Perhaps, but your behavior that day was very suspicious. Not only have you contradicted yourself in court, but you know things you shouldn't. For example, the scratches on the trunk of the car. Well, that's... Unfortunately, Miss Faye, your last statement proves nothing. Oh, really? And why is that? The witness came to the police station once to identify the suspect. It's entirely possible that all that time an officer showed her this photo. That seems like a rather serious mistake. Ha! That's the oldest trick in the prosecutor's book. That's not fair! That wicked inmate. I'll never be able to forget that horrible day. A grudge. Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt. My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. You seem rather forgetful, your client. I mean, not only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot about the policewoman, the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client, he forgot what the detective looks like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Flawless is a kind of forgetful. I think we should press this. Or not, press harder. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What did you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Well, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Flawless' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with the last statement? Should we add this? Y'all think it's important? I don't know. I don't think it might not be important, dog. We gonna leave it out, bro. We just gonna leave it out. Any more damage to my client's image could be a disaster. The judge already has a bad enough opinion of you. You just can't trust someone with a bad memory. What did you eat for dinner 1 week ago today? At the very least, a person should remember that much. And for me, it was a payday, so I had a nice smooth steak with some poutine on the side. And how does this relate to anything? Whether it's eating steak or committing murder, a person shouldn't deny their actions. I'm in complete agreement, Your Honor. You knew about the incident, but weren't you out of the country until the year before last? When I saw a report about the escaped convict on the news, it had an in-depth report about his whole history. So you were still living abroad 5 years ago, is that right? Yes. I can't let her get away with these lies. Okay. Alright. I think I should have added which he tied to the joint. I think that might help. So far, I don't think we don't. Oh whoa. I accidentally kind of skipped that. I was just holding B. Oh, was that not the right one? Am I tripping? Let me speed through this. I could have sworn it was that one. I don't know, y'all. I think maybe it was. I think it was. Yeah, it was this one. It was this one. We gotta add this one. Cause maybe it is. This gotta help us. Gotta help us some way. Your Honor, what the witness just said now was tremendously important. I'd like to add it to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and immensely unbalanced one at that. That testimonial helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why I... Enough, witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. Okay. I feel like... We don't really have much to go off here. But, I mean, this scarf not really white, so... That's the thing. So, like, it would have to be the scarf, right? It have to be the scarf, because it's not really white. Or maybe it's another reason that I'm picking it just because of the fact that it's not a white scarf. Witness, I want you to look at this photo you took. It's hard to see in the photo, but look at the scarf the victim wore as identification. You're talking about this scarf right here, huh? Yes, that's it. The scarf the policewoman was wearing. I've got her now. Just don't mess it up. But that's strange. In your testimony, you stated the following. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. White? This is the scarf you identify as belonging to the victim. But it certainly doesn't look white to me. Oh. Well, it was foggy that day. And it was raining as well. It's not surprising that she mistook it for white. Sorry, but not this time. The witness just confirmed that this was the victim's scarf. Yes, but what's the significance? It's true that the scarf doesn't look white, but there's only one explanation for this mix-up. The reason why the witness thought the scarf was white is... Was it because of the picture? It had to be because of the picture, right? Or is it because... Yes, it's this. The white scarf. The witness? Have you ever seen this note? No, no, never. It's top secret evidence. There's no reason that you would have. I wonder about that. What do you mean? Yo, I'm not gonna lie, yo. I wish that Mia didn't die in episode 2 of the first game. Like, I kinda wish he didn't die. I just really would like to see how the story would have played out if she didn't die. You think Maya would have been involved? You think we would have got to see Pearl and all that? I guess I don't know if the story would... I ain't gonna lie, the story probably would change drastically. I don't know. This note shows Mr. Fawless' instructions to the victim regarding their meeting. It says, wear white scarf for identification. White scarf. Ah! Witness, you knew what this note said. And it's because you knew that you slipped up and mistakenly said white scarf. Well, Mrs. Foster? No! Hey, we got her. We got her on our toes. Order, Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note wasn't leaked to the public, and yet this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Flawless is one. The person who wrote the note, Dahlia Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? That's right, a person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yup. Third person that knew the content of the note was... I'm not gonna lie, why am I tempted to tap on Dahlia Hawthorne, bro? But I'm pretty sure it's just her, right? You just tap on her. It would have to be Dahlia Hawthorne, bro. It gotta be I'm going with Dahlia Hawthorne. And I was right, because I'm like, and that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia, tell her this time. There's her name, right there. What's this? So who is this person, this Dahlia Hawthorne? Sigh. Miss Faye must be desperate if she's trying to bring the dead back to life. Dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Flawless. That's what you want y'all to believe. Talk that talk to him, Mia. You said she was killed, but was she really? What are you implying? Of course people thought she had died 5 years ago when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found. She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. As far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead. But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she were still alive, she would be 19 now. Melissa Foster, I believe that's the same age as you. Age you are. Even you couldn't. Miss Faye, you're not saying... But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Bro, ha, nice work. That was like tossing a grenade into a three alarm fire. But unless you can tie all loose ends together, you're nothing but a hidden run arsonist. I understand. If I can expose her true nature, I can turn this whole case on its head. Now is my chance to make Edgeworth squirm. Witness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think it'd come to this. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecution office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? Ha, looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way, but then why? If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Here go her theme playing. why she smiling like that? Like she just didn't pretend to be somebody else. The crazy part is we already pieced all this together before we went to the courtroom. We knew. We already pieced this together. But the thing is, like, why would she... We gonna find out. Yeah. But I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well, but, well, as you can see... Why? Why did she hide our identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an incidental witness to a crime. Yeah, incidental, sure. Incidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now we find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder? Really, Miss Faye, I must say your strategy here is painfully obvious. You're trying to pin your client's crime on an innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please let us take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Faye must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Faye, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing her beloved sister? But, well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he turned it around on me. Huh. I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. Whoa. That wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict. I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Ha! What makes you think they're empty, boy? Yo, cat's in here tweaking up. Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No. You just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me. Sigh, the rashness of youth. How charming. It's coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time, Miss Faye. What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Valerie Hawthorne? I think it's the victim note again. I feel like it's the victim note again. These pictures they're not really saying anything, so. The story starts after Terry Flawless escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, talk to Dahlia, tell her this time. The whole truth must come out. Valerie Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth. Wait. I'm asleep, bruh. I'm sitting here trying to figure out her motive, but that really is her motive, because maybe... But nah, that still kind of don't explain nothing. Like, we gonna let Mia talk her talk. We gonna let her explain. There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. A terrific story, Miss Faye. If you like fiction, that is. Enlighten the court, Miss Faye. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Flawless. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I know the secret. A diamond. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago, we believe it will explain a lot of things. Such as the nature of the important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well. I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. I know he did not just call her his little maple leaf. Yo. Yo, bro. Yo. But yeah, it's clearly this. It's clearly about to be this. That's what the topic is. Putting on the old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wills. 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Flawless. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister, Valerie, brought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Flawless in the arm. The way the body just falls, just... That's when Mr. Flawless tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. Alright, now she's lying. Because that's not what Terry's told us. That's not what Terry told us. So we are inclined to believe Terry over her. Because she's been lying this whole time. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my identity and start a new life. Yeah, that's cat. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that she murdered her sister? Preposterous! Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Faye? Yes, Your Honor. As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Here you go with this softness, bro. I'm not about to be gentle. I'm trying to press her for information. He talk about be gentle. Mr. Edgeworth got the jump on me again. Ha! If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We still got that info. That ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't see you forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Flawless told us about it. Told us that in the lobby. I'll do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned. Yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's her secret. You know how this go, y'all. It's a moment of truth for this witness too. Once the truth about the stage kidnapping comes out, everyone in this court would know how much of a Jezebel she really is. I just got to prove that kidnapping was a hoax. Did you and Mr. Flawless have a relationship? Yes, as a tutor. A tutor? You were tutoring him, Mr. Flawless. No, of course not. Don't be ridiculous. Mr. Flawless came to the house to tutor me. That makes sense. 5 years ago, she was only 14. He probably came up with the kidnapping plan during that time. The Hawthornes are in the jewelry trade and are quite wealthy, you see. Quite the clever fellow, that Mr. Flawless. Did I hear him right? Did he just call Mr. Flawless a clever fellow? Yeah, nah. Definitely not. I heard the diamond is valued in the neighborhood of $2 million. $2 million? It was still uncut, so it was about the size of a pint of milk. A $2 million pint of milk? I don't know what to think about that. The defendant demanded that her sister Valerie make the exchange. Not as a detective, of course, but as an individual. By the way, I want to ask you, Mr. Edgeworth, why do you think he wanted to make the exchange up there on that mountain? If he ever got surrounded, it would be hard to escape. There's one thing a kidnapper wants to prevent, and that's police involvement. In a place like that, it would be easy to tell if he was being followed. For only one entrance to the mountain, he was ensuring his safety. What a wickedly clever man that Mr. Flawless is. Yeah, right. It was all your plan. Anyway, Valerie brought the diamond to the mountain and... that was a dangerous thing to do considering you were being held hostage. Yes, but actually that saved my life. What do you mean? You see, Mr. Flawless was holding a knife in his right hand. Somehow I just knew he was going to use it. I knew he was going to use that knife to kill me. That's why my sister shot him. It was to save me. I'd like to hear more about what happened right at the moment. Right at that moment. Well, when Mr. Flawless was shot in the right arm, he let go of me. I was dazed. I turned to try and run away, but Mr. Flawless turned to grab me as well. As I ran past, he and I locked eyes for a second. He gave me a large bloodthirsty grin. A bloodthirsty grin? Oh! And the next instant... yeah, your story ain't... our story ain't making sense, yo. I advised the court to remember that the river is 18 feet deep and incredibly swift. I was a strong swimmer, but I was knocked out. When I came to, I had been carried away by the river to a strange place. I'll never forget that day. The crumbling bridge, nowhere to run, and just one little shove from behind. That was it. Before my sister could catch me, I fell into the river. Now, it's this. I feel like, oh no, wrong thing. It's definitely this. Cause the way the story she telling, it's just not adding up. But we gonna go through the rest of this and press her on the stuff, you know. And that's why you hid your identity. Yes, I only told my sister, Dahlia Hawthorne, Yeah, she's the only one who knew about me. Meanwhile, legally, this witness has been deceased for 5 years. I didn't ever want something like that to happen to me again. And that new identity was Melissa Foster, right? Yes, my sister helped me get the official paperwork taken care of. That makes sense. Without an insider's help, doing all the paperwork would have been impossible. She was the only person left in the world I could count on. And you think I killed her? There's no way I could. Alright. Yeah, let's cut the BS. You say that Mr. Flawless pushed you into the Eagle River. However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I felt a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Flawless. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said that's hard to believe. I should have said that's impossible. Impossible? I asked the court recall the condition of the Dusty Bridge, and now, 5 years ago. The bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you claimed, instead of being carried away by the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible. Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why? For all we know, the water level in the river may have been higher back then. Come on, Edgar, you coping. But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. And small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness had testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see, Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What? What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Flawless panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her to the side of the bridge. Come on now. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edgeworth's explanation correct? Now that you mention it. Nah, she talking about now that you mention it. I do remember that when I fell off the bridge. My skirt got caught on one of the bridge side wires. You can't be serious. Order in the court. It seems Miss Faye's assault has finally reached its conclusion. Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is just the start of Miss Faye's assault. What? I believe your reasoning went something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Flawless panicked. Therefore, he could have unwillingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your fault logic contradicts this court record. Hold on. Let me go tap on the picture. Look, everybody look at the bridge. You see why it's impossible. Your Honor, all of the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. No! But let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over. So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Flawless has been shot in the right arm. And more importantly, Dahlia Hawthorne had her gun trained on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Flawless throwing a witness off the bridge? That is clearly impossible. You putting that pressure on me. Order. What is the meaning of this? Dahlia Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is it? Whoa. What was that? Indeed, what do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun in handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide. Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had much more compelling reason for jumping into the river. Oh, then what was it? What was so important that she'd want to jump into the river? The witness is still alive. The fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle. We already know this. We know this. 5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. The item that Valerie brought up the mountain with her. The $2 million diamond. No, it can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Flawless to help her fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river, with the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack. Oh man, why that's simply ridiculous. Oh man, she done turned around. She about to go crazy, y'all. Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped make a demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well? But she was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder? After receiving a phone call from Mr. Flawless, Valerie called her sister Dahlia. And then she told her what she was planning to do. She was going to tell the whole truth. As she wrote in her note, that is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you hatched your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure neither of your accomplices to the kidnapping and talk. And that is why you killed your sister Valerie Hawthorne. Oh man. Oh man. Who was that laughing at the time like this? She about to go crazy, yo. Alright, y'all lock in, prepare yourself. Oh man, she getting serious. Forgive me, it's just hilarious. Witness? Is that you? You amuse me, woman, Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. And at 14, I plotted it with Mr. Flawless and my sister. Well, and one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide any evidence to at least show that. Well, Miss Faye, I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Faye, are stupid or something. Oh, yo. How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems that we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness behavior does raise certain suspicions. However, I'm forced to reject the assertion made by the defense. Of course you are. Bruh, it gotta be something. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Ha! Without evidence, the trial is over? Who decided that? Mr. Armando? Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured it out? That you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. On the day in question, Dahlia Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Flawless' stolen car and then went to meet with him. Disguised as her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who can testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is the one person who could testify to that demon woman's crime? Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Flawless. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in this photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister Dahlia, disguised as her. There is only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all, and that person is Terry Flawless. Sheesh. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Flawless. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. There's all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Flawless, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Yo, you know what's crazy about how he's reacting? This is the same way Phoenix reacted when we brought up that Dahlia was really the, like, you know, what type of effect does she have on these men, yo? This is crazy. Mr. Flawless, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever to betray each other. Terry. Dahlia, it's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad. Tell the truth, the real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there is one thing that I will say. Nah, my life is in your hands right now, Terry. Dahlia? Oh, nah. Terry, you better not fold, bruh. Terry, you better not fold, Terry. You better not fold, dog. I will allow Mr. Flawless to testify once and once only. Well then, Mr. Flawless, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness. What? I'm sorry? I apologize? Water, please. Water. Bro, if you stop chewing on that ball, you wouldn't need water, bro. Can't talk. Need water. Ha. Oh well, I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way you're probably feeling right now. Darker and bitter than hell itself. Wow. Wait. I thought he was about to throw the coffee at him. We know he like do that. It don't seem like he'd be doing that back in this time period though. Dang. His age is question marks in the main story, so he gotta be in his 30s, right? Because he's 27. So most likely in his 30s. Who Terry Flawless saw. That day, 4 p.m., I stopped the car. I was in front of the bridge. She wasn't there, so I waited on bridge. I watched my car from bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, and then she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Dog, come on, bro. You better not, bro. You better not protect her after she didn't lie on you, bro. Mr. Flawless, you're covering for her. Do you think she would do the same for you? That's enough, Miss Faye. His last statement was fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Faye, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you wanted to end, Mr. Flawless? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? Like, bro, you gonna die, bro. You gotta tell the truth, bro. There's only one person who can stop it. You, kid, I think. He really gonna sit there and lie like that, bro. He know that wasn't her. He gonna run through it, see what our Mando got to say. I know it's obvious, but he's clearly lying. He's been cursed by Dahlia Hawthorne. He'll probably go to his grave still believing in her. Mr. Flawless, even if you can show he's lying, the poor guy will still be cursed. You'll see. You'll still have to point out the contradictions anyway. That's the curse of being a defense lawyer, I guess. I can't believe him, bro. According to the note, the meeting was supposed to take place at 4:30. You certainly arrived early, didn't you? It was raining, already dark too. You waited on the bridge for 30 minutes. Mr. Flawless? Excuse me, you mountain, that spot, strong memories. Why did he just clam up? Could it be? He's hiding something here. You were quite early. Oh. No. We just gonna skip it, bro. We gonna go back. You were quite early, so you waited on the bridge, correct? Yeah, I like waiting. I'm used to wait. Used to it. I'm sure he is, Zebra Boy. Waited 5 years to ask a single question. To find out why a woman betrayed him. To him, 30 minutes must have been like a blink of an eye. You were watching the car. The bridge, other side is broken. Nobody can come from there. So, I was watching car. Sorry. What else were you expecting them to do? I suppose that's the obvious thing to do, but something's bothering me. I'm getting that feeling. A contradiction. I wonder what's on the other side of the broken bridge anyway. No one lives there. There's a small shrine up on the mountain, but that's it. Anyway, nobody came. No car, nothing. Mr. Flawless, think carefully now. Are you certain that it was Valerie Hawthorne? I never lie. It's true. Oh man, that's crazy work. It was Valerie. I remembered her face. Wait a minute. If you had remembered her face, then why did you make her wear a scarf as identification? Sorry, I told a little lie. But the woman I met, she was different from the woman standing here now. She was different. It was Valerie. Come on, bro. What did you talk to her about anyway? I got a feeling. I know what the answer is. It's this picture right here. It's this picture. But we going, y'all know, we play through the rest of the press, see what else he has to say. Cause I just know it's this picture. It's this picture. Cause what else would it be? You waited 30 minutes and you didn't see this girl? You didn't see this girl set up a camera and take a picture? Mr. Flawless? Valerie told the truth about the kidnapping 5 years ago. She said someone needed to take the blame for it. That was all I could think to do. She said that. That's why she lied, got me the death penalty. And were you satisfied with that answer, witness? Dahlia died. It was my fault. But I don't really remember. Maybe I did. Maybe I did push her in. I don't matter no more. It don't matter no more. Either way, my Dahlia, my sweet teen angel, dead. But you just saw that she isn't dead. After Valerie talked to me on bridge, nothing left to live for. How can you be so sure? It was raining at the time. And sunset that was at 5 o'clock. It would have already been pretty dark on that mountain at 4:30. Please, Mr. Flawless, this is your last chance. You've already taken the fall once for something you didn't do. That woman isn't it wasn't Dahlia. Stop right there. What more needs to be said? Even if it means the death penalty, even if it means taking the blame for murder, you'll still do whatever is necessary to protect her, won't you, Mr. Flawless? I ain't gonna lie, my heart dropped for a minute, bro. I thought that was it. I thought it was about to be one of them situations where it just end, bro. I was about to say, yo. Wait. I can't believe he's still protecting her. So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well, then I'm sure too, Mr. Flawless. I'm sure that you're lying. Huh? What? What? I would love to hear your rationale on this, Miss Faye. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person that came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Flawless, you must have arrived at the bridge after she did. Mr. Flawless, Please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. Yeah, bro, you don't gotta chew on the ball like an animal, bro. Just tell the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go. A special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. She brought a memento to represent our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under a base of a tree there. It's a special memory. For me, this is it. This is what I want to get. Have we seen that before? Have we seen that before? I'm trying to remember. Is that? I feel like we've seen that before. Maybe I'm tripping. This little bottle on the necklace is your memento. It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock, but he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dahlia Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No. Indeed, there certainly wasn't enough time for it. I've still got a chance. Mr. Flawless, there's no mistaking it. Is he crying? Huh? Mr. Flawless? That's enough. Please. Yo. Witness? I promised her 5 years ago, if it ever happens, that we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink bottle. So I knew I wasn't tripping. That's the poison. That's the poison. No, stop the trial. Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank. No, we are so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia. Mr. Flawless? Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Dog. Mr. Flawless! Bro, I can't... Man, buddy gets slumped. That man really just died. And so my first trial ended. Suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same for the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal Dahlia Hawthorne, she left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Dog. Unforgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando? We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. We were just a little too soft, kid. It's my fault? It's all my fault that Mr. Flawless killed himself? Don't cry, kid. You're gonna make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew it wasn't cut out for this. Mia. Hold on, what he about to spit game to Mia or something? Why his Steve start playing like that? Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. Oh. Yo! The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando. Dog. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. 1 year later, in this very same courtroom, I myself got wrapped up in that little case. In that case. Crazy work. Only after that did Dahlia Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least that's what I thought at the time. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. Wait, what? That's it? That's it? It's a 5th episode in this game? Crazy work. Alright, well, that's it. Apparently. Mia had in this game. They definitely showed Mia some love, man. She didn't had 2 whole episodes in this game, man. It's insane that every time Dahlia is involved in something, people die. Like, she didn't kill her sister. She didn't kill the Tony. I called him Tony Terry. She didn't kill that man in the first. I don't even know his name, but he died too. I don't know the buddy name. It's insane, yo. I don't even know what to say. I thought at one point it was just gonna be over, but this really the last game. This the last episode. Well, not really the last game, right? Well, it's the last game out of the trilogy, so it's crazy. So in the first game, you got the 5th episode, and then they ended it off with a fifth episode. So obviously, it seemed like majority of this game was about Dahlia. It seems like because the first episode, you start off with her. It's episode 4 now. She didn't have the whole thing leading up to episode 1. I guess it makes sense for that episode to be episode 1 because you gotta teach people like how to play the game again for the new people that just suddenly skip. But I just feel like I don't know. They could have kind of had this one as the first episode and kind of just I don't know. It would have made more sense. So basically, out of 2 episodes, Dahlia basically has 3 episodes in this game. Because the next episode is about to be about her again. So yeah. She probably the only character that something like this has happened for. You know, it's kind of crazy. But like, share, subscribe if you're new. This is probably like the fastest. We probably didn't finish an episode outside of episode 1. I feel like this is a pretty. I can't even say it was pretty quick. It really wasn't all that quick. It took 3 videos though, so I basically all of them's basically like an hour long, I believe. Outside the first one, I think the first one was pretty short, but we didn't have like a short one and 2 hour long videos, which is insane. And this is even getting even more long because I'm just yapping. but I'm out, y'all, man.